Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Saturday, September 16th, 2017. The main fire potential impacts for the next few days come on Monday as another area of low pressure swings into the northwest, bringing more showers and thunderstorms and high elevation snow, mainly to Idaho on Monday and then moving further south throughout the Great Basin on Tuesday through Thursday. Some winds will be associated with this area of low pressure as well, mainly across Nevada and up into southern Idaho and western Utah. The strongest winds will be coming in on Monday. Yesterday was a pretty active day for widespread showers and some thunderstorms over eastern Idaho and across much of the state of Utah. Light initial attack was observed yesterday, with a few fires popping up over southern Utah and western Nevada. Finally seeing a change on our observed precipitation maps for the past 7 and 30 days. In light of the precipitation we've received over the past few days, some of these areas are starting to approach normals for the past 14 and 30 days, although some dry areas still stand out, particularly the western and central Idaho mountains and portions of northern Nevada. Current fire danger values are on the downward trend region-wide in the wake of that very cold and wet storm that moved through the Great Basin. These values may stabilize a bit over the next few days as drier, sunny conditions return to the Great Basin. Temperatures will still stay on the cool side for the next few days, but will warm up, particularly across the west. This morning's satellite imagery shows that area of low pressure quickly scooting off to the north and east. And we look to the west for another developing low pressure system that will be moving into the Great Basin for the first part of next week. For today and Sunday, however, mainly westerly flow will bring dry conditions and sunny skies. The forecast for this afternoon shows generally dry conditions in place over much of the Great Basin, but we can see some moisture beginning to move into the Pacific Northwest. This will keep overall large fire potential fairly low across the Great Basin, but a few of the PSAs over northern Nevada and western Idaho are a little bit on the drier side. Sunny skies are expected across the area, with the exception of the far northeast corner of the Great Basin, where some high elevation rain and snow showers are possible. Winds are light across the area. By Sunday, that area of high pressure strengthens and begins to move further south into southern Canada and into the Pacific Northwest. Begin to see some moisture returning back to the Great Basin for mainly some isolated thunderstorms over the high elevations of Utah. Not much changes in the way of overall large fire potential. Generally sunny skies again on Sunday, except for some of those isolated mountain thunderstorms over the high elevations of Utah. And generally winds are on the lighter side, but we'll start to see some increase, mainly over northern and central Nevada. By Monday, that strong area of low pressure swings into the Pacific Northwest and into the northern half of the geographic area, bringing some widespread showers and thunderstorms to Idaho and high elevation snow as well. Some of those snow showers could come down to 5,000 or 6,000 feet in Idaho on Monday. We'll finally expect to see some good precipitation come to the Payette and Boise National Forests on Monday, and strong winds are expected ahead of this system over much of Nevada and even up into western Utah and eastern Idaho. 3-day precipitation accumulations are centered over the central Idaho mountains and western Wyoming as the first shot of that moisture moves into the Great Basin. Tuesday should be another active day across the north, with continued dryness across the south, with gusty winds possible once again. On Wednesday, more of the same is expected, with the best chance for precipitation remaining across the northern half of the geographic area, with drier, gustier conditions across the southern half. But by Thursday, some of the deeper moisture should move further south into northern Nevada and at least northern and central Utah for widespread showers and high elevation snow coming to those areas by Thursday. And the storm system sticks around into Friday with cool, wet conditions in place across much of the geographic area. 7-day precipitation totals show some of that moisture moving into northern Nevada and into northern and central Utah by midweek next week. The extended forecast for the third week of September calls for continued below normal temperatures across the entire geographic area and above normal chances for precipitation across the north, with a dry signal across the south. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.